Hey, we've been posting a lot of really serious bullying stuff on Facebook lately, and so I want to take just a minute to tell you kind of a funny story about a time when I had to defend myself against a bully. Um, this happened back I was probably in 10th or 11th grade, and I had been training martial arts since I was 8 years old. But back in those days, and keep in mind this was pre-UFC, our style that we didn't train much realistic self-defense. And in fact, we didn't do any punching to the head at that time at all. So even though I'd been training for many years, I was really not confident in my self-defense skills at all. And I really knew that if I was ever to get into an altercation, I really didn't know what to do. So we were at a friend's house, and everybody went downstairs, and I don't know, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 of us. And a guy who was in our group that I was acquaintances with, but not really friends with, found 2 pairs of boxing gloves. And looking back, maybe that was set up on purpose, I don't know, but he found 2 pairs of boxing gloves. And of course, he came straight to me, the karate guy, and wanted to challenge me to a boxing match. Just for fun, of course. And, I tried everything I could to not do it. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like it. No, I don't want to, I don't want somebody to get hurt, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, he did all the same things that bullies across the centuries have always done. He called me a chicken. He said I'm scared. What are you scared of, karate guy? It's just gonna be fun. And he got some of the other people maybe trying to get me to do it. And ultimately, he kind of got under my skin finally, and I said, okay, let's do it. And so we put the gloves on, and it starts off with he's kind of a long ways away, and he started joking around. Then as he stepped in, it got really serious, and I knew at that time that it wasn't just like I had known that he was going to try to embarrass me in front of everybody, but I could tell now suddenly that it wasn't just that he was going to embarrass me, but he was really going to try, I think, to knock me out. And then he could go to school on Monday and be the guy who knocked out the karate guy, and it was going to be all funny and make everybody laugh, which is something we talked about recently. And so it got really serious. Like I knew he was really going to try to hurt me. So I had no idea what to do. I remembered one lesson that we had just trained from some of our taekwondo sparring about faking. Excuse me. So we call it a high-low strategy when we fake. And so what I did is I just covered up my head because I didn't know what to do. And I faked high. And when he put his hands up like this, I just slugged him in the stomach as hard as I can, or as hard as I could. And it worked beautifully. His hands went up. He got punched in the stomach. And he made a sound like, ooh, like that. And he kind of backed up, took a deep breath, and I could see actually that he wanted to cry. And took the gloves off and set him on the couch. And then he went upstairs, and I didn't see him again for the rest of the day. So at least that time I was successful at defending myself against the bully.